What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Pokeportfolio here. Today we're going to be taking a look at July's top 5 buys, in my personal opinion. As you guys know, the bull market is still very strong right now. It's having a little summer dip in terms of singles and things, but sealed is looking good. Sealed is looking very strong, and with the reprints coming, hopefully there's the next batch of reprints. Obviously, we had loads of prismatic reprints and all sorts of things over the last couple of months. But hopefully, looking forward, we're going to have some Destin Rivals, Black Bolt, White Flare. Obviously, the new set coming out, Mega Evolutions. We should be seeing some more stuff. Maybe some Journey Together. Who knows? So, but there's a long stretch of what reprints could be coming. So let's take a look at that. But before we do, if you guys want to follow me on any of my channels, my eBay, my Insta, they're there. The links down in the description below. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys want to show me some more support, then feel free to do so. So, number 5, Prismatic Evolutions SPC. Now, what's very interesting about this, guys, it's been coming down in price. If anyone hasn't been sort of taking a look at prices recently, this has been dropping like a rock, pretty much. It's been just making lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, and it's been slowly getting cheaper and cheaper, and it's almost at my sort of where I'd be interested in buying, because I really want to own this product for the long term. It's just at 140, 160, 180, it just doesn't quite make sense. So like I'd be picking these up 120 all the way back down to MSRP at 90, or 80. I'd be picking anywhere in between. Same sort of thing as the Charizard UPC. Buying those at 90 was one of the best decisions I've ever made, right? You want to be getting those around that 100 mark, these UPCs, SPCs, whatever you want to call them. 120 seems like you're paying a decent premium for prismatic product, because it is, but also it has that opportunity to also grow over the future. So yeah, I think this is very interesting, because I'm not sure if we're going to see reprints of these. I'm hoping we are, but I still haven't had my Amazon invitation. If I get lucky enough, I still haven't seen these in stores anywhere. Haven't been able to see them. So we'll see what happens. I might have to end up picking these up on the secondary market, but only under £120. That is what I'm willing to pay for this product, and I'll wait until it happens, or if it doesn't happen, I potentially will miss out. But yeah, so that's number 5. I think that's a very strong number 5. I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for that. Now, very interesting. Number 4, I got dual purpose here. I have Temporal Forces and Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center ETBs. Now, in America, guys, these are very expensive. These are very expensive. These are what they should be priced at. In the UK, we've had quite a big reprint for the UK market to handle a couple months back, and for both of them, obviously in between. But the UK market isn't really handling this too well, and I think the price is sitting quite low for what it could be. You could pick up a Temporal Pokemon Center ETB on eBay for £68. You can get a Twilight one for maybe just over 70, around that. So say 70 each for both of these. That is a good deal. In my opinion, that is a good buy. If I didn't have so many other things I wanted to buy, that's where my money would be going, is on these two things. And if you're extra switched on and you want to take some more risk, there is an interesting grade and play that's still going on. You could make some money potentially if you do the statistics right. Temporal Forces, if you crack that open and you grade the Flutter main, that in a PSA 10 is selling for £800 still. It used to be selling for over £1,000, but it's still selling £800-700. The gem rate's very low. It's about 18%. So there you have to sort of maybe crack 8 of them and send 8 of them off to be safe. So it's a lot of money. It's big plays, and then you potentially, hopefully, get 2 PSA 10s, and you obviously make your money back that way. But yeah, very interesting. So the Temporal Force is one you could make a grading play. The Twilight one is just, I would say, just for holding. And I would be holding both of them anyway. And it's a lot of risk doing that grading play, to be honest. It's definitely high roller, high stakes, high stake games there. So going on to number 3, the new Mega Evolution boxes. Now these are the only images I could find, but get the Pokemon Center ones if you can. As of recording this on Monday, they haven't dropped, not yet. I would expect them to drop later today, if not this week. They have to drop this week at some point. So if it might be coming a bit late to you, but if you in the future, if there's any more drops, any reprint drops, any extra drops that they thought they had more but they got more, whatever, then pick these up, guys, because I think the sets at the minute is it's looking like it's starting strong. Okay, they got some great artworks coming in these. The Alakazam is looking absolutely stunning. What a card that's going to be! That I'm going to see how that performs long term. That's going to be quite interesting. So yeah, keep a lookout for that dropped either today or later this week. But yeah, that's coming soon. So be ready for that. Number 2, Destin Rivals. I'll probably be doing a Destin Rivals update video very soon. It's been performing relatively well, guys. I won't lie, it's been performing relatively well. All the hits, all the very strong hits have been doing good price wise. I mean, they've stayed steady. Obviously, they've come down a lot, but they're steadying out, guys. I'd say the print quality is not very good, so the 10s are doing well. We haven't seen any restocks really of this product, and it's quite a shame because I'd imagine they'd be coming soon. I'll imagine it'd be coming soon because I haven't seen any drops of this anywhere. It's hard to even see it in stores. I haven't hardly seen any packs of this, to be honest. So I know that this is going to be a struggle. So they should be reprinting this quite a lot, quite heavily over the next year. But that means that we should be picking it up, right, at cheaper prices, MSRP prices, whatever you want to say. But I definitely will be picking this up. The booster box, especially, I have not got a Destin Rivals booster box, and that is on my list. It's near the top, but not the top. The top 2 things are the black bot and white flare ETB Pokemon Center versions. This is the deepest, or will be the deepest sets we've pretty much ever seen in terms of hits, in terms of illustration rares. And if that's the case, then we need to be positioning ourselves to make the most of that. And I think obviously anything that's deep like that, it might be really easy to pull. Any not specific cards, but any illustration cards, it's going to be easy to pull. I think obviously I think we had confirmation there's god packs and certain things like that. But guys, these should be performing very well, just like any other Pokemon Center ETB drop. Guys, I'm sure this will perform pretty well long term. Yeah, even the regular ETBs, they might be a play. Just because they haven't got a booster box, this is the top next thing. So yeah, black and white, I'm very excited for. Very, very excited for that. I can't wait to be picking up some singles, making some single grading plays with those. Obviously, there's a long print run ahead. I think they might do something similar to Surgeon Sparks. It might absolutely flatline the singles because these are going to be getting opened like crazy. It's going to absolutely flatline the singles. I think it's going to be a good time to swoop in and get singles, and then this is over 6-month period, whatever, and then from there they should probably start moving up again. I mean, there's whatever future we're looking, guys. There's going to be a lot of every set getting printed now. Pokemon, I'm very aware, right? And you got to think that what is that going to do to the single price? And I think that is where, in terms of where we are in the cycle, people in in the bull market are going to start realizing that there's loads of these cards out there, and they're going to start moving into vintage. And I think we're seeing that sort of play out. But I don't let that scare anyone. I think it's just not another opportunity that I think the vintage is starting to pick up again. Um, Obviously, I've been seeing, even the decent cards, the sevens, the PSA sevens of like old cards are doing really well in price. They're starting to climb, just because of the limiting factor. I think it becomes once everyone's there's so many cards of everything getting printed. They're like, oh, I want something a bit more exclusive, a bit more limited, and that's where you go to vintage to find those artworks and those things. So yeah, guys, definitely keep an eye out on those vintage. If you've got any vintage in the binders at home, maybe check the prices. Maybe even send them off to PSA. It might be worth it now to get a 7 or a 6 or an 8. Those cards are selling, and they're selling at decent prices. So yeah, guys, keep an eye out for that. But that is pretty much my list. That is where I think I'll be putting my money. Obviously, I'll be trying to pick up the Mega Evolution drop this week. I'll be keeping my eye out for that, and I'll be definitely eyeing Destin Rivals drops. I really don't want to miss it because I missed the booster box because I was trying to get my hands on one ETB, which is all I've got. But yeah, Mega Evolutions, Destin Rivals are probably the two most likely things to be dropping over the next 2 months, I'd say, and obviously some Black Bolt, White Flare extra drops too. So with that, guys, hope you enjoying the channel. Listen, if you are, it would mean the world if you subscribe and chuck me a like. I would greatly appreciate that. But if you don't, I'll hopefully see you in the next one, and peace.